Malayalam movies.
Yeah.
I mean, how did that? Although I must say that requires a separate interview. Okay.
Yeah.
But please tell us in few lines.
I'll tell you, I came back from New York and my mother right away said, Jerry, it is high time you got married.
Ah, okay.
So I agreed. I was nearly 40 at that time, you know. It's not a good time to marry at 40. Yeah. Anyway, so in our traditional way, we went on seeing, what we say, seeing girls.
Yes, yes.
Very happy occasion.
Yes.
And so, here we have a group of people called the middleman.
Yes.
And then can be middle woman also. So many middlemen and many middle women came telling me, there is a cuckoo in that house.
Cuckoo?
Yeah. Koel.
Koel, yeah.
And there is a great beauty in this house. That the trick is this, I will go with this lady or the man and they will show me a girl and I am supposed to like that person. But the main point is, after the interview, I have to give them 100 rupees. Whom? This middle people. Wow. So their interest is to show me as many girls as possible. Whether I marry anybody is not their concern. So I went on seeing girls all over the place. I went to Angamali, I went to Cochin, I went to Alleppey, I went to here and there. Finally, once we got into a car and drove all the way for nearly 3 hours. Finally, the car came to the end of the road. Yeah. And there was a building, a house of somebody. And there I found a girl who was 27 years old.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I told my mother, I don't want to marry a very young woman. I won't be able to have any conversation with her. So my mother agreed, you go ahead. So I found this girl, Jolly, and she had finished her, what do you call, botany, MSc in botany, and was sitting idle. Yeah. Anyway, I liked her, she liked me, and marriage was done. Yeah. That was the question, was it?
The question was about
along with that,
Malayalam movie.
Yeah. Along with that, it didn't take us much longer to, it didn't take us much time to have a pregnancy. So I found my wife pregnant. And many people told me, you should go to Bombay and renew your ties. I felt it was not the right time to do that. That was one of the reasons I stuck to Malayalam. In the meanwhile, there was, immediately after the marriage, there was this opportunity for music direction. Yeah, I was married in May of 1980, but as soon as I landed, I got this opportunity to music direct a Malayalam movie, which happened to be a super hit and which established my name. So that way I got stuck. Then one producer will go, another producer, this rigmarole started. I couldn't extricate myself.
As I told you, I think Malayalam movies will require a separate interview.
Yeah.
But I have one question, which has been burning since the days of Cornell, our life together.
Yeah.
The question is that I distinctly remember that when we used to talk late at night about music, I used to ask you, you know both Western music, you know Hindustani music, you also knew South Indian music, but Indian music. And what is the major difference between the two? And I distinctly remember that you told me that there is a major difference. You told me that time we didn't discuss much. What happened when I came back to India, then went back to the US? I've been seeing the world, and the main challenge I face in my work, which is called economic development, I find that unless society, unless there is social harmony,
Good point.
development cannot occur. And I was just thinking that whether this music has anything to do in creating harmony.
Good point.
So what is the difference between Indian music and then Western music which can bring this kind of harmony?
Good point. Let me put it down. Indian music belongs to the big category called melodic music. In fact, all music in the world up to 1000 AD was melodic.
All the music.
Be it Chinese music, Indian music, Arabic music, African music, European music, American music, Mayan music, everything was melodic, meaning everybody sang a melody. And the Europeans also were singing melody. For example, Gregorian chant was melodic music based on ragas.
Okay.
The Arabians would call maqam raga. We call raga. And Europeans call mode. The Greeks call tonoi. So same idea. Now, then by 1000 AD, this Catholic Church was going on strong. You remember? There was only one church in those days, and the musicians in the Notre Dame Cathedral of Paris felt, oh, we are singing the same song for ages and ages. Why can't we do something different? So there was a choir master who was a Catholic priest. His name was Leone. So he said, why don't we do like this? You sing the melody what we are singing normally on Shadjam. Then he said, you sing like same thing, but like that, it will be like that.
Different, yeah.
So this singing in same melody at a distance of 5 notes.
Okay.
That was the beginning of the harmony, meaning singing two tunes at the same time. This way, harmony of Western music originated. Later on, somebody said this is a big wide gap between these two. Why don't we do like this? Put this middle note also. Something like that. So until 1000 AD.
Did not that sound unappealing or bad
No,
for
it's,
some
it's,
people?
it's maybe for the melodic people,
Yeah,
they would say, hey, it doesn't sound good. But some people like this harmony. Now, the main thing, the sociological point you are bringing is very important. Actually, when you have to sing more than one melody at the same time, you have to listen to the other group. When you are singing your line, you must also pay attention to the other line, other people who are singing. So, if there are 3 lines, each 3 groups should pay attention to the other. This is called ensemble singing.
Ensemble singing.
Now, this ensemble singing calls for great discipline, the awareness of what the other party is doing, which fundamentally comes to cooperation. And so, as you say, sociologically, this is very important. I think a country like India should develop it. So, right now, for example, when our youngsters are having, let's say, what you call a stage show of film songs, what are they doing? Each one is sitting and playing at the top of his voice without paying attention to what the other chap is doing. But that is not good. That is just blind. Then maybe the sound engineer will try to control and balance the thing. But that is not it. You have to play in the sense that you have to listen to the other person, see how you have to, complement each other.
Then the question comes, when you look at all music in India, let's focus on India, percentage wise, what's your rough guess? Is harmony and the percentage wise, how much is melody?
80%.
Melody.
Only in the film songs we are hearing harmony. Where else harmony is there? Nobody is nowhere else.
Most of the film songs?
Most of the film songs now has got a guitar accompaniment or some melody being sung here and there. But nothing to the extent of European classical music.
So European has more, they have more harmony. Is it more, I'm an economist. Is it more expensive to have harmony?
Definitely more expensive, because it's easy, say 10 people singing one melody all together at the same time. It doesn't take much rehearsal. But if 30 people are singing, or let's say 10 people are singing 3, 3, 3 in 3 groups, they have to practice 3 times more, isn't it? So it is more expensive.
But is the community, financial community, is willing to bear the burden of this high cost music? And if yes, which countries you think are willing to spend that kind of money and time?
See, well, the European countries are already, it is their part of their culture. So they push it. In India, it works only with films, nowhere else.
Only who?
With films.
Oh, that's it.
Nobody is doing anything like this. For example, this group is the group called Sing India. I am just trying to do something here in that line. It's very, very tough going, because our people are not yet geared to this concept.
Let me pose you a last question
Yeah.
for future. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll meet again.
Yeah.
Question is that we need to have an experiment, okay? And which you can conduct.
Yeah.
One is your Sing India group,
Yeah.
where you have harmony,
Yeah.
okay? And you have what, 40 people?
We are technically 50, but
people.
regularly maybe 35.
And then maybe you can conduct another experiment, with comparison.
Yeah.
Another group, okay? Not the same people. Another set group or another person conducting what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Some kind of orchestra.
Yeah.
Not harmony,
Or
but just single people singing and playing together. And I think, the real challenge will be to look at the first group, like harmony, after 10 years.
yeah.
How is their relationship with each other
That's a good point.
compared with
Yeah.
this other group where they are now?
I can tell you without any exaggeration. See,
Yeah.
I have been working in the film industry for the last, let's say, 25 years.
Yeah.
My active years were only 15, let's say. See, in the film industry, we come as freelance musicians.
Okay.
We gather for a number of hours, we play together, happy, take the money and run.
Okay.
We do not have any kind of interrelationship there. Once in a blue while somebody say, my daughter is getting married, please come. Something like that, very casual. But in this group, it is not like that. But the very fact we are constantly with each other and watching and listening and the capacity in order to produce a music of that kind needs this kind of watching and interaction. And we encourage the fact that we should be like a family. So this kind of music making is what we are looking for. Definitely after 10 years, this will be more productive than the other thing.
Productive and sustainable.
Sustainable.
And will bring growth to the community.
Yeah. To the community, definitely.
So I think I would like to conclude our dialogue with this very optimistic note for not only your group,
In
but I would
general.
say for the world,
Yes.
that we should promote after reviewing
Yeah.
our journey of 40 years of
Yeah.
friendship and what I learned from you in Cornell and what we are actually, the stage at which we are reaching.
Yeah.
I feel that harmony should be the name of the game in the future.
We agree.
And the kind of harmony, the way you have described, which integrates
Yeah.
several people at several lengths, if that is done, I'm sure the world as a whole will be a much better place, much more productive.
Absolutely.
And I would like to carry that message back to Washington and convey to people that, that this is this evolution of music
Yes.
where we are right now. And I think particularly among Indians, we should promote this. Europeans have already
Done it.
done it.
Yeah.
And that will bring rich
Definitely.
relationship within the Indian community.
Yeah. I fully endorse that thought.
Thank you. So,
I would very much like to request you,
Yeah.
if you can play a short music note that would stay forever with us.
On the piano?
With everybody, yeah, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
long time back,
Yeah.
1972,
Yeah.
sometime in October, you were playing piano in Cascadilla Hall. And outside it started snowing in the evening. That was the first touch of snow in my life. And that Bhairavi, you know Bhairavi,
Yeah.
can you play for us?
Here it is.